It's time for Be My Freezer. So, in honor of Black History Month and what we said our topic was going to be for motivation, I'm going with how the Wayans family went from in living color to a 30, $300 million empire. So
Okay.
they started with in living color. That was in the 80s. So in living color was well, it was the black SNL.
Oh, for
Yeah, that's how I see it.
real? Tay needs to be here right now because I'm sure he could like describe it better than either of us can. He's like a history buff. Like I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever seen an episode.
What? Kay, you need to get it
I may have
together.
seen an episode because in the hairdresser, she used to play old episodes of black sitcoms. So I may have seen an episode and just didn't know I was watching in living color. I know I've seen lots of episodes of A Different World, and yeah.
So it it really started with Keenan Ivory Wayans and the older Damon Wayans. So yeah, Damon was from My Wife and Kids. He started on Living Color. A lot of
Mhm.
a lot of people don't know this, but Jim Carrey started out in Living Color.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
Yeah.
that is crazy. I didn't even know that. Like just as you said it, I saw it in a picture. Hold up.
Yeah. So yeah. It started. Oh snap! We froze. Um, we froze. Can y'all hear
You're
me?
frozen. I'm not frozen.
You're frozen for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
what are
Um,
we doing?
but I'm gonna just keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Um.
Okay, you're back
So
from me, so I think it fixed itself quickly.
so yeah.
That's the
Jim
casting
Carrey.
of living color.
Right.
Jim
So a
Carrey
lot
never
of people don't know this, but like Jim Carrey started off on in Living Color. He wasn't an SNL alum. He was many people didn't know him from SNL. Like it was just in Living Color. Um David what's his name? The one in the middle. Not the one that's being held up. That's Keenan. Um crap, what is his name? Anyway, he's a the, yeah. But
I just want you to see like some of the stuff they used to do on this show. By the way, it came out in 1990, I think is what
okay.
Triple said, which was like the decade of black sitcoms. I don't know
I
why
thought it
they
was
went away at
80.
the turn of the century, but we need to bring those back.
Facts. Cause it was just like it was hilarious. Like I remember watching some episodes just like by myself and I'm like, what I prefer this over SNL. Like it's more slapstick comedy. It's more of a like Jim Carrey's Fireman Bill. Fire what is it? Yeah. No, Fire Marshal Bill. Um it was just hilarious. And then Homie the Clown, that was Damon Wayans who played Homie the Clown. And it was just like it was just so funny. So but today we're talking about the Wayans. Um, Kim Wayans even started on yes,
How
yeah, Kim Wayans,
um,
Kim uh so Kim started,
Kim Wayans.
yeah, was on a different world before she was on In Living Color. Um
Oh,
she
she
was also in
was.
the she was also in the movie China Beach. It it's it was just that was just a show where you don't really know you didn't really know people, but you knew people, like that's where you really got your start. But if you didn't start on SNL, you started on A Living Color. And if you didn't start on either, well,
Mm.
well, you're just out of luck. Um, Sean Wayans, who also was in what was that show? The Wayans brothers. Yes. Um, he started. He was a DJ before he was on In Living Color.
Okay.
So yeah,
He
it
was a
was
D.
just that show. Um,
Oh wait, and then the Wayans brothers. Well, I best know the Wayans brothers from White Chicks. To be honest with you, like, and I do know that like, aren't they like of 10? Like, don't they have like 8 other siblings, and like half the siblings are very rich, and like half of them are not rich.
so it was uh, so it was 5: Keenan,
Okay,
Damon, Kim, Marlon, and it was 10. So it's 10 siblings, but only 5
right.
like made it.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So Shantae Wayans, I think she's one of the sisters, and she's actually a comedian, and she was on Netflix. I don't think she has her own special. I think she was a part of like a larger comedian series where she did an
Yeah,
hour. I think it was Tiffany Haddish's They Ready, and she had like each episode was a woman comedian. So
yeah.
Shantae Wayans made a joke about her siblings. She was saying, "Oh yeah, you know my last name because of my brothers." And then she made a joke about, yeah, half of us are really rich and the other half are really poor. And I guess I don't know if she's middling because she did get that special, but
Yeah,
that's kind of funny, right?
yeah. So the Damon Wayans Senior was originally on uh Eddie Murphy's movie Beverly Hills Cops. However, he really came into his own when In Living Color debuted on the
Mm,
then fledgling Fox network. So Junior is the one that was on the New Girl. Damon Wayans Jr. was on the New Girl. Um, it was just that show, like for the up and coming, that's senior.
okay.
Um, yeah, you showed senior before, but yeah, In Living Color, folks.
Oh, you
They
just, oh, okay. So you're just saying that it grew from something small to something big, or
Yeah, so In Living Color is really how the Yeah, In Living Color is really how um the Wayans brothers, the Wayans family made their name.
Oh, okay.
Sean Wayne was 18 when In Living Color debuted. So he didn't really have his hand in the show. He was more from the Wayans brothers.
Got you.
So
So do you have like a favorite scene or anything like from this? Like what makes you think of it?
um Homie the Clown, um and Fire Marshal Bill.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And
Okay.
that was Be My Freezer.
Um,
Welcome to Poetry Slam
with K
with
Bell.
and your boy Napoleon B. Mate. Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you all for joining us on this lovely Friday evening, Friday afternoon, Friday night. Um, we are
Definitely.
going on a we are going on a 5-minute break. We will be back shortly. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
And we're back.
We're back. Catching K finishing up her last minute poem.
Last minute poetry. Woohoo!
Okay, I'm hoping this thing isn't super busted, but I'm really trying to honor the promise we made last episode, which was to try to write a poem. That hold on, let me just move my laptop a little bit. Sorry, I just don't want the TV in frame. But it was to try to write a poem that's a diss, because we were talking about diss tracks last episode, and we wanted to
Right.
spin it this week to something a little motivational. So, still committed to being a positive poet. We're still growing every day, switching it up a little bit. Yeah.
What's your topic today, K Bellz?
Oh, you want me to do my topic? Okay, I want to do my poem first.
I thought we were doing it with TayDZ.
Oh, okay. We can wait for 10. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
What's your topic today, K Bellz?
I need some production for my topic. Tell our producer that. Okay, so my topic actually coincidentally relates to your topic, Hollywood. So Issa Rae has been in the news recently because she is so tired of these Hollywood executives. What are they doing this time? Well, they're not keeping their promises. That's what. You would think after the SAG-AFTRA strike and after the WGA strikes that there would be more, better stories, more pay. But weeks back, we saw Taraji was complaining about not getting paid enough, and that actually connects to Issa's story because who's paying actors and actresses? The studios. Warner Studios is responsible for that. What's Issa complaining about this week? She's talking about the fact that the contract she has with Warner Studios is not really holding up like she thought it would. It's not necessarily a financial thing, it's a thing having to do with they're canceling her shows. So,
Facts. I saw that.
yes. So we best know Issa Rae for her show Insecure. It had 5 seasons on HBO. Later, she continued that relationship and she signed a 5-year deal with Warner Media, I'm called. And through them, she has had other shows, one of which is Rap Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
Ish.
That's a yes, Rap Ish. She also had a show called Black Lady Sketch Show, which was very successful. All of the seasons Black Lady Sketch Show had, it was nominated, I think, for an Emmy. Has been nominated for multiple prestigious awards, like for every season, but they canceled it. Issa Rae herself has new accolades, like she was in the Barbie movie, she was in American Fiction, and by the way, the show Rap-ish is critically acclaimed. So it's not as if she's making things that aren't good, that don't have a fan base, that she individually doesn't have a fan base. What she's saying is they're canceling her shows and Hollywood is becoming a space for her where it seems like executives just aren't making smart decisions. They're not trying to allow Black stories or diverse stories in, and they seem to be closing the door more, and it's frustrating because they seem to be peddling to a certain type of Black story, and she already knows her identity while these studios seem to be confused on basically what's going to make them the most money or get them the most views, because they're all in competition with trying to compete with other streaming networks. So they don't know what to do. They don't know what shows they need to keep on, but she knows what she wants to do, and her shows are good. So in addition to being frustrated with them, she's more strongly considering taking the indie route.
Yeah. I plus Issa Rae is a very like creative person. So like I saw that she has a production company, Hooray, already indie music label, radio, management company, creative marketing agency, Fetty? Fetty?
I think it's pronounced Fete.
Okay.
She has a hair company or a beauty brand called Sienna Naturals.
And she has a pros. Mm, why can't I pronounce that? Um.
Oh, Prosecco. Yeah,
Yeah.
she just
Thank
came
you.
up with a brand of Prosecco, like her own line. She loves Prosecco. Her character, Issa, was drinking it a lot in Insecure. Like that's something she really enjoys. She's definitely a multi hyphenate, a great business mogul, entrepreneur. Yeah. She's doing it. So
Yeah.
she
I
was at
mean,
the time talking about um Hollywood not keeping their promises.
yeah. This is crazy. It's like, how did Rap-ish not like it's it got canceled after one season or
No,
not even
two.
that? Two seasons. Okay. But Insecure was like the show. Like people were talking about it for whenever it came on. It was like, oh snap, Insecure is on. Insecure is on. Insecure. This is. I'm like, okay, okay, Issa.
Yeah.
But then when it ended, it was like I I've heard different reviews on its ending. Um, some people say it didn't end how it should have, or it didn't get the proper ending, or um
I don't share that opinion. I thought the ending was realistic. I mean, for me, Issa Rae's love stories always have a very realistic ending. It's definitely not the orthodox, like happily ever after or fantasy, like endings that you see with some romance driven stories. But I think it's just because she tries to make main characters that have a complex identity. Like it's usually a black female who
mhm.
is successful in her career and is seeking to have it all essentially. So I liked the ending. I mean, I don't want to give it away right now, but
Yeah, I haven't watched it, so nobody shoot me, but I haven't watched this. Insecure.
dang, it's okay. I mean, you're just missing lots of good jokes, lots of awesome blackness. Um, But Issa has definitely brought up a lot of black creatives, like through her many businesses, the ones that you've already named, like Radio, Hooray, um, like her beauty company, just like getting black people involved. Like that's sort of what she's all about. And then she has something known as the Issa effect. Um, and it's really her investing heavily in the development of South LA.
hmm
Um, which sounds similar to Baltimore in the sense that the discriminatory policies like redlining and underfunding have like harmed the area. So she's investing a lot to fix that. Um, and I think her aspirations also include putting a studio, like a Issa Rae studio in that area. So she's all about the progression of Black stories.
I feel like she's the female Tyler Perry. Like she can make shows and has all these. She has hands in different like avenues of media, and then what once like you said, she's gonna make a new studio. I'm like, that's it. Once she does that, her all her shows, all her whatever is gonna go through the roof, and she's gonna be the female Tyler Perry without the controversy.
One thing I like about Issa is how modern she is. I feel one thing that separates her and Tyler is just how they came up. Like
Yeah.
Issa's beginning was her well, a part of it was her web series Awkward Black Girl on YouTube, and then she leveled that up and made that into Insecure on HBO.
Oh.
Harry, he actually started out as a playwright.
Yeah, well, I mean, this day and age, I feel like the YouTube short web series are going to be the way that people come up, because that's how they start, and that's how they're starting their acting, and that's how they get seen. And if they don't go to an acting school or they don't do auditions much, or they do auditions but don't get the roles they want, then they go to web shows. That's just how I've seen it.
Yeah, and I definitely think it should still be believed that you can still be successful without being a part of the Hollywood studio system. Like there are lots of indie projects that have huge budgets, get lots of funding, and are very successful. So Hollywood isn't the only way to like have success, especially with the streaming services out there.
Yeah. So I just saw we have TayDZ.
Hey Tay.
It's your boy. The third in command. This guy right here. This guy right here. We can't hear you, TayDZ.
You call me third in command. Like, there's only three of us.
Hey. Look, one day Poetry Slam is gonna be huge, and that third in command is gonna be
You
recognized. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Tay.
Wait, what'd you say?
It's gonna be you. I'm gonna usurp you. I'm gonna be first in command.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna be first in command eventually. I'm gonna be first in command. I'm gonna run the show. So we call Poetry Slam with TayDZ, and then this is gonna be called Slam.
What?
It's like that. Okay, Tay. It's like that.
He's planning a mutiny.
You know what? Let's start it right now. But there are gonna be some hoops for you to jump through to get to where you're talking about. Okay, D. I have to give you a little pop quiz image day. You gotta tell me where this is from.
Okay. That is. Oh, yep. That's in Living Color.
Period.
I was like, that man in the pink shirt looked familiar, and then I realized that's Keenan Ivory Wayans. Then I was like, oh yeah, I see Jim Carrey's white face down there somewhere.
Oh, okay. Just had to quiz you on that quick because we knew you know about that.
I just remembered the guy I was trying to whose name I was trying to remember. David Allen Greer.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So give us some background on the Living Color real quick, TayDZ.
Oh, some background. Well, it was a comedy sketch show made in 1990. Yeah, 1990. Made by Keenan Ivory Wayans. Basically, it helped launch the careers of people like, he already had a career before the show, but it helped launch the rest of his family's careers. Kim Wayans and Sean and Marlon, obviously. Even the bald one.
Damon.
Damon.
Come on, TayDZ.
Also helped jumpstart the career of Jim Carrey. It was very. Oh, and Jamie Foxx. Can't forget about Jamie
Oh
Foxx.
yeah.
It jumpstarted a lot of careers. Honestly, me personally, I found it funnier than SNL. I found it funnier than it's like it's funnier than Mad TV, I believe, as well. Like it's probably my favorite sketch comedy show of all time. You know, it's just they were on raunchier because they were on Fox. You know, and back in the day, Fox like the main Fox channel was seen as like the edgy of the network cable, not cable, but the network channels because it was newer, and so they had to kind of find it. It was made in the 80s. They had to find an edge somewhere.
Mhm.
Yeah, so funny show. I recommend Homie the Clown sketches. Those are my
That's what I said, TayDZ. That's exactly what I said. I said, Homie the Clown and Fire Marshal Bill.
Fire Marshal Bill is hilarious. Some of them might not translate to 2024. Might
Yeah.
not get away with them now. I don't
Yeah.
think you can get away with Handyman now or Men on Film. But you know,
Hey.
Just really quick, it came out in 1990 and it ended in 94.
mm-hmm.
Oh.
So it
Theme
wasn't
song,
through the 90s.
theme song was made by Heavy D. Yeah, that's Fire Marshal Bill right there.
Oh my gosh, it won't stay on. There we go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel
Mhm.
earlier I said it's slapstick comedy, but I meant its physical comedy was more intense than SNL.
Yeah, for sure. Especially with Jim Carrey, like the physical Jim Carrey and Damon, the physical comedy was top tier levels, bit better than SNL.
That's why I'm surprised it ended had such a short lived career, but
Yeah, what can you say?
because it like you said, it jump started the careers. Well, Damon had a career too already, kind of, because he was in Beverly Hills Cops.
He was. Wasn't that Eddie Murphy?
That was Eddie. It was Eddie Murphy and Damon Wayans. I'm about to fact check that real quick.
While you fact check that, I want to just connect your freezer to my topic, which is back then they were canceling black shows. Almost 30 years later, actually exactly 30 years later, 94 to 2024, canceling black shows, no matter how successful they are.
Sheesh. Yeah. They get rid of shows very easy.
Yeah. Damon was Banana Man.
Oh, you're right. Him with hair is so you can him and with hair is so funny. Even like 1984. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He made a good decision to go Bobo.
In his in one of the sketches in not SNL, in Living Color, my bad. He had his little poof, the little.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Huh?
I don't think I've seen
that sketch with him and David are flaming.
Oh yeah, Men on Film.
Okay, that's
Men on Film. Yeah. When it was like hated it, yeah. Hey, you can't do that one now. You can't do that.
Nah.
That ain't gonna fly. But yeah, hello, I'm TayDZ, y'all. I'm on the show, and boy, I do indeed have a little bit of news for y'all.
Go ahead. Oh, it's My bad. My head was in another place. Poetry news.
Thank you. I'll be here all night. Um, amidst all the drama with Meg the Stallion, with Nicki Minaj and the parent whose daughter's disappearance and subsequent murder was the progenitor for Megan's Law, suing Megan Thee Stallion for her verse in her song Hiss. Throughout all of this, one thing has been lost. Megan Thee Stallion, I guess to kind of fit in with the whole independence vibe here, Meg Thee Stallion lands Warner Music Group agreement, where essentially Warner will distribute her music through her independent label, Hot Girl Productions, and she retains her masters and publishing rights.
Okay,
What does that mean, Sam?
It means all her music is her music. Warner will distribute her music,
but she ultimately owns it.
She owns
Okay,
her
Megan.
music.
She owns her masters.
She owns her stuff, just like Shonda.
And she's 28. Like, I just want to say right now, a lot of these artists, when they get to that point, they're like in their 30s. She's 28. She's graduated college. She's had multiple, like a couple. I think I know she has a platinum album. I mean, we go through streams now, not just buys, but according to streams, I believe she has a platinum album.
And that's hard to get on streams.
Shoot, like she's probably the biggest female rapper in the world right now. I hope that doesn't earn me a freaking arrow to the neck from Nicki Minaj or whatever. But
It's not anything you need to worry about. It's the barbs.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Make sure a blow dart doesn't run through my neck right now. So, if you don't see
And
me,
we're on Twitter.
So,
I mean, X. They're on X.
Okay.
Next. Meg the Stallion. I'm honestly happy. I'm happy for her, and the whole topic has been about independence, especially Black independence in the media.
Okay, Black History Month. Black History Month.
Yeah.
We're coming out.
Y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm blacker than black. And I'm black, y'all. Indeed. See, we don't talk a lot of. We should talk more about music, the music industry, when we talk about the media and owning your stuff, because musicians have always had a trial when it came to owning their stuff. As crazy as Kanye is and has been, one thing he did get right is
that is not a good picture, Kay. That is not a good.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
That was scary for a second. That was
right.
Okay, but yeah, like Kanye was telling people, "Yo, you gotta own your music. Like, you can't let these people act like they can own your stuff." I mean, if Taylor Swift, the biggest artist on the planet right now, is having problems owning her music, had to re-record all her albums from scratch. That's crazy.
Oh no.
I mean, when y'all officially make it into the world, own your stuff, please. Own your recordings. Own everything. If you
Absolutely, that's super important as an artist.
Yep.
I mean, even back, what was it, the 80s, when Prince had to go through that huge battle with his record label and he became a symbol just to get from under it. I mean, now in the digital era, start owning your stuff and keep it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, it was Warner.
it was a fight with Warner. Yeah.
Oh, Warner's looking like the enemy.
Warner's been an enemy for a minute, but you know.
Does
There's only
Warner
like
own say?
Hmm?
Does Warner own Fox?
No. Warner does not own Fox. News Corp owns Fox.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like, you know, and speaking of ownership, TikTok is getting out of their agreement, or sorry, Universal Music Group is getting out of their agreement with TikTok, and they are pulling their songs from TikTok, which means a lot of TikToks that have songs that are owned and distributed by Universal Music Group are going to be muted. Full silence.
Why?
Yeah.
Is it because TikTok wants to pay everybody pennies?
This licensing contract with TikTok was set to expire. Universal, the largest of the three major record companies, published a fiery open letter accusing TikTok of offering unsatisfactory payment for music and of allowing its platform to be, quote, flooded with AI-generated recordings that diluted the royalty pool for real human musicians.
Jeez.
I want to pay for real people's music. That's how it sounds.
Yeah. Speaking of Taylor Swift. Boo.
Oh, and
Boo.
Ravens lost the championship. We were so hyped last week.
Boo.
Yeah, she was all up in Travis's face after the game.
They made it official, y'all. After months and months of keeping it ambiguous. There we go. That's the word. They finally made their relationship official and out and open. And what's the problem?
Do we not know it was?
I mean,
beforehand.
They said it was. They said they were just friends. But
do you know how many times you've probably heard a woman say that to you, or a guy say that about a woman? Freaking! Oh no, we just
say our everything.
we just friends. Oh, we just friends. Oh no, we're just friends. And then 2 months later they making out. Let me tell you right now, B Mike, Travis and Taylor was already making out before the season even started. They was already.
Oh yes.
Yeah. I want to talk that up in case no one, you guys don't know about it.
This right here made me lose all respect for Travis Kelce and Kermit the Frog.
AKA Patrick Mahomes. Why, B-Mite?
Because they chose to instead of moving over where you have tons of field, they chose to mess with Justin Tucker. Also, Matt Tuck, the Ravens' second best kicker you've ever had. Matt
Who's
Stover.
your first? Whoa! Who's your first?
Matt Stover. Yes, I stand by what I.
Did you just call the second? Did you just call the best kicker in NFL history the second best kicker the Ravens ever? Be my.
Look, okay. I know I might get a lot of arrows for that. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for all the smoke. No, but
he's the most accurate kicker in NFL history.
True.
To me, he's the second best kicker you ever had. That makes no sense. That's like saying Michael Jordan is the second best Bulls player the Bulls have ever had. What are you talking about? What?
Dang, GOAT is GOAT.
Hey, he's Okay, depending on my mood or on how I feeling, they switch. They switch. They switch. But
Dang.
but anyway, the most accurate kicker in the history of NFL. They chose to mess with the nicest one, the one that doesn't do anything but Royal Farms commercials and opera.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh. You know, he was saying that him having his equipment there and doing his kicks there was just an act of groomsmanship. He was trying to like make fun, pick on, get in their heads.
Mm.
But the Chiefs kicker was on the other side of the field, on the Ravens side of the field, and I can almost guarantee you that the Ravens did not do that to their kicker.
You want to know why they did it and why they can do it? Because what are you going to do to stop them? What did y'all do to make them stop? Absolutely nothing. They came into your house. They put Patrick and Travis put their feet on your couch. You ever seen the Dave Chappelle sketch with Rick James where he got his dirty boots on the couch? That's
Yeah.
what Travis and Patrick did to y'all. And then he looked at Lamar and said, "Make me a sandwich." And Lamar said, "Would you like Swiss or American?"
hey, hey, hey.
Like, they can bully you in your house because you do not stop them.
No.
You
Hold
do
up.
not stop them.
Hold up. There was a lot of missed calls that game. Holding. Hands to the face.
You realize, I need you to realize, B Mike, y'all ain't lose because of missed calls.
Yes,
You
we
lost-
did. Yes, we did.
No, you lost because your team put up 10 points and your defense did all the work.
Our defense stopped the Chiefs' offense, that's for sure. And it gave our offense like 3 quarters to answer. And we did not answer.
Right.
What's the reason for that?
Referees didn't make Lamar throw in triple coverage. Referees didn't make Zay Flowers taunt a man when he was down when he didn't need to.
No, hold up. That play, that penalty was a BS penalty.
Yeah, but you know what though? He had a chance to respond, and when he got into the end zone, he fumbled.
It was a forced
Okay,
fumble.
that's what-
Okay, we did get the ball punched.
It was a
out.
forfeit. He had it peanut punched. You're right.
Okay.
It was peanut punched out. You're absolutely right. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I can't blame referees this time. If I could, I would. I am not above blaming a referee. Most times, I'm not above blaming a referee. But this time, I'm sorry, B Mike, y'all lost because Patrick Mahomes owns your conference. God, I'd hate to have a team in the AFC right now. You have there's no joy for you. There's nothing good that's going to happen for your team in the next 10 years. You are fodder for Mahomes. That's all you ever will be. I'm sorry, Bills fans. I'm sorry, Ravens fans. I'm sorry, Dolphins fans.
I'm not.
Sorry, Bengals fans. Well,
I'm not. I'm not sorry to the Steelers fans. I'm not sorry to the Bengals fans. I'm not sorry to the Browns fans.
Well, that was my poetry news. And at the end of the day, happy for Meg. Sorry for the TikTok users.
Boo,
And
Taylor Swift.
sorry, Ravens. You have next year, I guess.
Dang. There's too many stars. Successes. We need successes.
Yeah. You too.
Boo, Kermit the Frog.
I'm rooting for Patrick to win the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm just a champion of everybody black. Sing versus Purdy. Give me Mahomes.
Yeah, I gotta take Mahomes too.
No.
Dynasty.
No.
I'll embrace it.
No.
I'm here for the dynasty.
I feel like
No.
media doesn't want Mahomes to win because he's won so many times. And it's like, how's this guy becoming a villain just because he actually did one of the hardest things ever, going to back-to-back Super Bowls? And
Tom Brady did that though.
Yeah, and people hated him for it.
I still hate
They
him to
did.
this day for that. But
Okay.
Funny.
moving on, it's time for this poem, whatever.
We don't really have a jingle for it, but
No.
yeah, so I wrote a poem. This is a 1 minute poem.
I'm coming with the diss, not the motivation.
You're coming with a diss? You didn't put a positive spin?
Nah.
Okay, if we have time, maybe we can do a motivational slam. But I want to go first because I didn't get started. I gotta do this payoff.
Actually, we're doing your poem, then we gotta go.
We don't have time for yours?
Nah, we don't. I just realized. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, mine is short, so we'll do it really quick, and then we'll cliffhang on B-Mic. So, can you solo my video? Wait, let me hide everybody except me. Okay, this is called I Won't Diss. This is a work in progress. I won't diss. A shot taken at someone else is always a miss. Imagine me on November 15, like Aubrey, take a shot for me. I'm Nikki with super bass pounding, drowning all the negativity. These inner visions won't drive me crazy like Erica. I won't diss. I'll shoot to add up my reputation and make better music like the best ghetto superstar, Lauren. Up the hill, I fight to respect my heroes as a positive poet. Okay, Bellz. You might be right back. Okay. Yay. Yay.
It snaps, Tay.
I don't care. I can't. I don't know how to.
You can't.
You don't snap.
My fingers don't do it.
Okay. Next week is a diss on how TayDZ can't snap.
Oh, we should all do diss poems on each other. Okay, so
That's what we were doing.
It is?
Okay.
Oh, we're just doing in general, like.
No, okay. That's what I thought we were doing. But I can't betting. I came prepared mentally.
For me?
Oh yeah.
What? Okay, I'm dissing both of you. Like, what the heck? I thought it was just like.
Why are you saying both of you? We had a hit for you, not me.
Yo, that's. I don't know.
You
about
gotta
that.
include me in the diss. You trying to hit me with the hit him.
It's on. I mean, you were just gonna drop that and then what? Have us respond the following week? No, we're gonna come all together. Hot with these disses.
Yeah.
Okay, you can put on notice, okay? You got to write at least 2 poems. I mean, unless you want to look like a punk, you're gonna let both of us diss you and say nothing.
I'm gonna just call you both silly and then walk away. I'm gonna be like, yeah, well, your mama, and I'm gonna walk away.
Oh man.
Oh.
Anyway, that was the show for today. Thank you for joining us on Poetry Slam with
K-Bellz,
your boy Napoleon B. Mike.
Me.
Good night, everybody.